Now we are going to develop a code in which we will convert the URL to image format, and after converting the URL to image format, we are going to perform face detection on that image. So first, we need to import certain libraries. So first library is import URL library. So it is a package which is used for opening URL. It is a Python module, and with the help of this URL package, we are going to process the different URLs. Then the next is we need import CV to perform face detection, because all the classifiers cascades are present in CV2 module. So we are going to import that. The next is we need one more library, which is NumPy. NumPy is numerical Python library. So all the numerical operations which we are going to perform now, with the help of NumPy, we are going to do that. So these are the three libraries which we require. Now just run these lines. Okay, now it is successful. The next is we need to load the cascade. Okay, so next step is load the cascade. Now there are pre-trained models which are present in CV2. So here we are going to use hair cascade model to detect face. After installation of OpenCV, these pre-trained models are located in the installed folder. We just need to give the path of the algorithm. So here I am going to use hair cascade frontal face default.xml. Okay, so this is the path. So this is the line of code which I am going to include now. CV2.cascade classifier is the method which is used to load the cascade, and this is my cascade, which is hair cascade frontal face default.xml. So our input image will be compared with the data in this classifier, and these are the pre-trained models which are already present there. The next is we need a URL right now. We are going to read a URL and we are going to convert that URL to the image format. So this is the URL, HTTPS. This is the URL of a Tom Cruise image. Just remember one thing: if you are including URL, if you are writing URL, then it should end with the image extension .jpg. Otherwise, it will throw an exception. So URL should end with an extension. Then the next step is we are going to open that URL, right? So URL underscore response, which is equal to URL library dot request dot URL open. I want to open this URL. So this is the URL which I want to open. So I'll pass the URL name here. So this method will open the URL. It will process the URL. So run this. Now let's convert this response into the NumPy array. So let's take one variable, and here we are going to use np.array byte array and pass URL response variable dot read comma pass the data type now use the decode function. Now cv2.imDecode function reads data from specified memory cache and converts the data into image format. It also recovers the image from network transmission data. So we will now use the method which is cv2.imDecode, and here we will pass our data. So here we are going to pass this array and we are going to get the data from network transmission data. So basically we are going to get our image from the network transmission data using the IM decode method. Similarly, there is another method which is IM encode, which converts the image data to streaming data. If you want to convert your image data to streaming data, then you just need to change this line, that is instead of IM decode, write IM encode. So here we are using IM decode because we are reading the image from network and converting it into image format. That's we have written IM decode. So after reading the data from the network, we will perform face detection now. Now this IMG contains my image, this image. Now this URL is converted to image. Okay. Now let's perform face detection on this. So the typical steps for face detection are, first we will convert that image to grayscale. To convert the image to any other format or any other color, so we need a cv2.cvt color, and here we will pass the image and we will also pass the color code conversion. Here I am converting my image from BGR to gray. Okay, and then we will perform face detection. So here we have converted our image, converting image to grayscale. Why we are converting our image to grayscale? Because if the image is gray in color, then it contains less noise and it's easier for face detection. Then for face detection, one method which is used is detect multiscale. So this detect multiscale actually detects the object. So let's perform face detection. Faces is equal to, name of cascade is face underscore cascade. So this is the cascade which is loaded in this variable, and dot detect multi scale. Okay, and here we need to pass certain parameter, that is the name of image. Now my image is gray. Then scaling factor, which is 1.1, and minimum neighbors 4. Scaling factor increases and decreases the size of image, and this is the minimum neighbors which is used for comparison purpose. You can specify any number like 4 and 5. So the classifier will stop comparing after finding 4 equal matches. So this is the face detection code. So after detecting the face, we will draw rectangle on that image.